Another hot one today outside with more on how long this is going to last and how hot, especially this weekend, Stephen. It's going to be really miserable.
Yeah, we start to crank the heat just a little bit more going into this weekend. Of course, we're going to crank it a little bit more as we continue moving further and further into summer. Hey, that's how things work. It's quiet out there right now. We've stacked up several afternoons in a row right now with those spotty showers, heavy downpours at some times. But once we get past sunset, and more than likely they're done with, we're going to hang on to that chance at least again for tomorrow, even though it's much lower. And then our Friday into the weekend, maybe return some of those rain chances as well. Going into tomorrow morning, here's a look at 9 a.m., maybe heading out the door or just a little bit before that. We're talking about starting off feeling like we're into those mid to upper 70s across northwest Arkansas, across the River Valley, upper 70s, low 80s already. And heading out the door for tomorrow morning. Now, of course, once we get to the afternoon, pretty similar to how it's been. We're climbing up into those upper 80s and low 90s when you factor in the humidity. And once again, tomorrow, I think we have a few places across the River Valley reaching into the triple digits for that heat index. Northwest Arkansas, more than likely staying in between, let's say, 93 and 95 for tomorrow afternoon during the peak heating of the day. I mentioned tomorrow, those rain chances may be a little bit lower. I can't completely rule out that somebody out there might see a quick downpour for tomorrow afternoon. We're looking a little bit better when it comes to being dry for tomorrow. Like we build in some cloud coverage once again for the afternoon, and maybe during that timeline, a stray shower here and there could be possible. But for the most part, I think most of us stay dry. It's just going to be hot and humid. Speaking about that, the rest of this week into the start of the weekend, that feels like temperature right around 95 up to 100. Pretty much the same how it's been the past several days. But by the end of the weekend, early next week, some signs are showing that we could start to crank that heat up just a little bit, and we're between upper 90s into the triple digits. Maybe we finally see one of those heat advisories issued, more than likely across the River Valley, if not in northwest Arkansas as well. Talking about that, that's because those rain chances are going to be coming back into the forecast as well, really starting to turn up by the time we get to the end of the weekend into early next week, which may then bring some minor relief. We show you Futurecast. Here's Friday evening, maybe some scattered showers here and there. Once again, for Saturday afternoon to the evening hours, some additional showers would be possible. Best chances, though, going to be Sunday night going into our Monday. That has a higher chance for some of those scattered showers. Still far out from it, but we'll keep an eye on it as we get a little bit closer. Northwest Arkansas over the next 10 days looks like this. Again, tomorrow, another mostly dry day. Can't rule out a stray shower. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. You know that already. By the time we get to the weekend, though, temperatures keep climbing, but those rain chances do come back into the forecast. It's still going to be very scattered and more than likely still isolated to the afternoon into the evening hours. I think our best chances are going to be Sunday and Monday. That's when we start to see some signs of maybe a little relief. We could see some daytime highs only topping out into those upper 80s sometime early next week. Across the River Valley, we're going to keep climbing here over the next couple of days. I think it gets really toasty, really steamy over the weekend with those rain chances and still dealing with the heat as well. Heat index values more than likely are going to be well into the triple digits for the afternoon hours. But if we get some quick downpours every once in a while, it's going to briefly cool off things before that sunshine breaks back out. And of course, the humidity is going to go back up as well. Still, I think early next week, those rain chances might bring some minor relief. Maybe we only see the low 90s sometime next week, but still, it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Anytime we can get those rain chances a little bit higher, does a couple things for us, brings a little bit of relief, but also it keeps us on the good report card for the drought monitor.
Exactly,
this time of year, we will always take that.
Exactly. All right, Stephen, thanks.